I have a son, Mark, who's 47 years old, and he's been at Rydalmere for 25 years plus. I must say that I've never done anything so hard in my life before as placing him there.
My daughter Sharon has been in Marsden for 32 years. She went in as a 10-year-old. She's now 42 and she's still there.
I always had in my mind that I could never do it again. That was something, it was almost a thing that broke me.
It was a big deal to visit her for the first 3 years because I used to come home and cry my eyes out. She was very difficult in those days and she didn't want to be there. I still don't like it. Still don't like it. But I don't have any choice.
He has a reasonably good life there. I don't think the institution is ideal, far from it. But some of the group homes are small institutions anyway. They are so vulnerable and they have no way of telling you what's happening. So you really have to work out the best that you can for their life. I know there are wonderful group homes out there, well run, and I know there are some terrible places that I wouldn't allow him to go to. But the big fear is, how do you know which one you're getting into?
Some of them have gone out into group homes, but Sharon has high support needs, so she'll be one of the last ones to go. And it's going to be very difficult to handle it.
I also don't want him to be living without having his activity and his recreation and all parts of his life being taken care of, which isn't ideal at Rydalmere, but he does have a lot of activity and he does have a lot of outings.
They get used to the same people, and when there's continual changes, they get very agitated, they get very put off. And they've got to have people that they trust and they know, because that's all they've got. And at Marsden in Jessamine now, they have a core group of staff which are excellent. So I'm hoping and praying that when they go out into the community, that staff will go with them, that know them. They know what they like and dislike.
I'm really concerned about staffing because not all staff have any training, or very little.
She's a severe epileptic, and at the moment she's right beside Westmead Hospital, and she's been rushed there a number of times with status fitting and in a coma. You can tell when she's going to have an epileptic fit, but you need someone who knows her to know the signs. It's just the overall picture that she needs round-the-clock care, and someone who knows what she needs.
If it's done well, people will be matched so that you're living with compatible, people are compatible with one another. But that doesn't happen either in a huge number of group homes. So therefore, they're really living in circumstances where they can't get away, to get away from it. And that's something at Rydalmere. Mark can go if somebody's acting out. He can just go, and he can go for a long walk, or he can go and talk to other people. Or a group home is not the same. And obviously, professionals are doing this, and they know the way to go. But I can't see how you can just wipe parents off and not give them just even the dignity of having a say. This child that they have worried and cared about is then, you're almost being told you don't know. And these things worry me because I want to be heard. I don't want to be put in a position where I'm not going to have a say.
Staff, safety, the peer group that you'll be with, compatibility, how far away it will be, how close to hospitals it will be, what area it will be, what are the neighbours like.
And these are all just fears, and they may sound irrational, but they're not if you're a mother. I just can't let him go and live somewhere that isn't a caring home.
It could work if it's done properly, but my fear is that it won't be done properly.
Ultimately, a good group home is the way to go. But that is my big concern, is the good group home. And if I could find one and find people who would have it set up well, then I wouldn't hesitate